They said God was 3 in 1. So tell me, why can't I be? See, I've worn all three faces. The past me, he was all questions and clenched fists. A kid in a grown world. Just trying to bargain with time like it owed him something. He walked through fire just to feel warm. And never noticed he was burning. The present me, he's the scribe. The middle voice between the echoes and prophecy. Caught between who I was and who I swear I'm becoming. Every breath is a translation. Every day a negotiation between light and shadow. And future me, that's the one I send prayers to. Not the sky, not some far off heaven, just me. After the pain, after the process, after the patterns break and I step through unafraid to be seen. I speak to all three in every verse. Like a holy trinity in motion. The boy, the bridge, and the becoming. So don't just listen for the beat. Listen for the timeline. It's all here. The past, the present, and proof. Proof that I never stayed still. They call it the Christ year, age 33. The number that hangs like a question mark between sacrifice and ascension. But for me, it's not about the crucifixion, it's about completion. I didn't die at 33, I woke up. See, every year before this was like walking through someone else's house, wearing someone else's name, carrying someone else's shame. And now I walk with ownership. Yeah, with the weight of the world. With that weight of my own pages in my hand. This isn't just a birthday, it's a birthright. All the late nights with no answers, they became the ink. Every heartbreak and broken mirror, the paper. I am not a martyr. I'm not a myth. I'm a man standing at an apex of alignment, wearing every scar like it was part of a curriculum. And guess what? I graduated. Not from the school that they tried to put me through, not from the curriculum they tried to make me follow, not from the struggle, but from the silence. So this is my ceremony. 33 candles, all lit, no fear of burning. You ever broke something and instead of throwing it away, you piece it back together with gold? That's kintsugi. Japanese art of embracing brokenness. But this here, this is carnage kintsugi. This is the mosaic. Shattered, reassembled, divine. I was never meant to be perfect. Some perfect sculpture. Crafted by Da Vinci. I was made to be a mirror. Fractured, but reflecting nonetheless. 100 different perspectives, the same light. And those cracks, that's where the truth often gets through. Every time I fell apart, I was giving life a new shape. A more intrinsic, a more sacred. I'm not porcelain. I'm testament. Know when you see me now, this soul is a stained glass window. And yeah, sometimes the pieces feel heavy. But when the sun hits just right, they glow. This is for the ones holding their shards, not sure how to make them fit. Don't rush, don't regret. Build your cathedral in silence. And when it's ready, watch the light come pouring through. You've seen that meme, right? The one where all the Spider-Men are pointing at each other, confused, accusing. Well, each one thinking that the other is the imposter. That's how we live, isn't it? Pointing fingers and allies of reflection. I'm not sure I say allies. Chasing shadows in suits that look often familiar. But what if they weren't imposters? What if every one of them was you? You. The kid who was told to speak softer. Or you. The one who stayed silent to survive. You, the voice that finally cracked the echo. Me? Well, I stopped pointing. I started looking at the mirror behind the mask. The villain I feared? Just my old wounds dressed in louder clothes. The hero I wanted? Still surviving to tie his shoes in a room full of doubt. Still trying to tie his shoes in a room full of doubt. All of us, versions of the same voice, arguing through time for the right to be the final page. So what do? When this enemy looks like your twin, and the savior sounds like your ghost? You stop asking, who's the real one? And you start saying, let's write this together. So here we are. A final segment among many. Just a breath away. You're still here. That means something. See, most mixtapes end with noise, but this one, it's gonna end with knowing. I call this the 33rd flame. Not because it's the age of endings, but because it's the age of ignition. They say Christ ascended at 33, but maybe he just woke up, not floating off the ground, but finally landing inside. You don't need to die to be reborn. You just need to remember. That pain that you packed away, that's just a seed. That silence you feared, that's just a stage. And all those voices in your head, the ones that said that you were too much, are not enough. Never enough. They're all wrong. You're not too much. You are exactly the amount needed to burn bright in a world that's gone dim. So light that match. Speak your weird. Forgive what cracked you, and plant what saved you. This isn't a goodbye, it's a graduation. From the shadows to the self. From mixtape to mirror. From the beat to breath. You've walked with carnage now. Now walk with that Christ conscious, that mindset. Not the doctrine, the direction. Not the myth, but the movement. To the listener, the loner, the lost in thought, the founder in feeling. This is not the end. This is the echo. You made it through the spiral. through the syllables, the sound, and the silence between it. And maybe no one clapped. Maybe no one noticed. But I did. You did. So let this be your sacred sign-off. From the one and only to the one and all. Be blessed, be kind, be your beautiful mess of a self. Calm and contradicting. Loud in your stillness. Whole in your breaking. A riddle only love can read. You are not what they labeled. You are not what they lacked. You are the story. The strange sovereign sentence that couldn't be redacted. So rise like the 33rd flame. Not to burn it down, but to light the way for someone else still stuck in the shadow waiting to hear you say, "Take my hand." CIA, Christ and all. This is the Silver Tongue Sunday.